every aspect, and not only because of gun violence and etc., but there are also other kinds of policies that help to undermine the health and the welfare of the and I think you could say something, Pastor, about the prison system in terms of how the system has become overcrowded and in many instances unfair, according to some people in reference to that. And so that's...
You know, Dr. Haney, I too had that misconception concerning the Black Lives Matter movement, you know, as a movement that really, you know, just looked and focused on the killings of African-American males out here. And I guess it's easy to get that misconception, to pick that up, because a lot of times it's the murdering of a black male by a police officer, a lot of times triggers, you know, the movement into action in a situation like that. So with that being done, then you have a tendency to overlook, you know, other things that the Black Lives Matter movement is dealing with, you know, in terms of the women, the involvement of the women, because, you know, as you were saying, you know, and I was thinking as you was talking, so when the male is under attack, then he's so busy having to fight against his attacker that he's leaving the female unprotected and uncovered, and then if he's murdered, then he's taken away from, you know, a position, and it's hurting the female, the woman, and it's hurting also the children.
And that even goes beyond police brutality or murdering, like you mentioned the prison system, or not being able to have access to health care or education. There's many ways that Black lives are
that you can kill a person in many ways outside without using a firearm, and I think that's basically.
And that's, you know, that's another thing. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because again, we focus on that and we think that that's it. But when it comes to our health and when it comes another thing, when it comes to the children, African American males, not males, it's just African American children, period, being diagnosed as ADHD. And the parents are being paid for that, and it's almost like selling the children into the school to prison pipeline, because you take a child to school, the teacher can't deal with the child, and a lot of times it may have something to do with the child's home environment. You know, child might not even be getting enough sleep at home, may not be eating well at home, and all kind of things could factor into that. But the only thing is looked at is the child's behavior in school. So they send the child, tell the parent, take the child to the doctor evaluate the child and say, well, this child's got ADHD. So the parent takes a beeline to the Social Security office to get this check, you know, and I'm not understanding why